Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome back to episode 20 of The Sims 4. Hopefully now I've got the episode numbers sorted out, otherwise the next 3 or 4 videos that I record back to back are all going to have the episode numbers wrong like it did with the last 3, but I'm fairly certain this is episode 20. Now one of the plans that I was going to have for my Sims initially was to try and get to a point where we could afford to buy or build a bigger house. I'm not too sure how realistic that's going to be at the moment with the rate things are going. Ideally, what I'd like to do now, though, is get up to maybe around about 20,000 simoleons, which is sort of double what we're on now, and then use that money to maybe build a second story to the house. We've got 3 bedrooms on the ground floor. We're only technically using 2 of them at the moment, and it would be nice if we could move them upstairs. It's certainly possible for something that we can do, and then we can use the downstairs area for something a little more fun. It'll certainly mean we get a chance to mess around with the house a little bit and make some changes before we necessarily need to demolish everything that we have currently got. So what's up with Natalie? Natalie wants to insult Alyssa. So that's obviously something that she likes to do. Now, tips. Tips is something that we still need to do with Natalie. She actually hasn't gone busking or anything yet, and that is definitely something that she wants to do. Now, when does she go back to work? 4 hours, so we can't do it right now. Now, I believe she needs to do that before she can get promoted. She actually needs to earn 100 simoleons from tips for comedy routines or playing instruments. Okay. So what we're going to have to do is take her somewhere public, and we'll do that when she gets the day off. Now, Steve is feeling tense, and someone's actually just warned me of this. He can't actually understand the book, because this is the mixology book, but it's a little bit high level for him. Too many emails. Amy's producer has started sending panicked emails to her several times a day. It's hard to get any work done when she has to keep handling every one of these little emergencies. Amy can either ignore the emails or research a larger solution that will solve all the producer's problems. Let's go for the global solution. It takes time, but Amy has to set all of her other work aside, but she finally manages to give the producer what he needed. The next team meeting, the grateful producer calls Amy out for going above and beyond. Small performance game, but that is fantastic. We're going to put that book away, and then we'll get Steve to learn from the correct book, because we need to get his mixology skill up to level 3. How's he currently feeling? He's just feeling tense, but apart from that, everything else is okay. He wants to take a shower from being tense, so let's go and take a brisk shower. And then you can read Mixology Volume 1. That should be enough for you, so we should be good there. He wants to get engaged to Amy. That is something we will do, but it's not on the cards right the way, so we're just going to untick that. When have you got to be at work, by the way? 4 days. Wow, you've got a decent amount of time off. What about you, Natalie? You're just watching some TV before it's time to go to work, I assume, because we know you've got a big go to work in 3 hours. Yeah. You're feeling playful from watching a comedy TV show? Don't really have any other aspirations there, do you? So I'm not too sure what we're going to do with you right now. We have mail, apparently, Natalie. So if you're feeling playful, go and pay. Oh, the bills aren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. Only 452. Elise brought home 152 simoleons, and she did some great work. Didn't do amazing work, but did some great work. Do we have any other mail? No, we don't. Let's go in. Steve's reading. All good. What do you want to do now? You want to make silly faces in the mirror. That's what you want to do. Right, I think Elise should definitely go in the shower. And you want to level up in your guitar skill as well. Now, someone did mention one thing that we haven't done, which would have been an absolutely cracking idea had I thought of it at the time, is we don't actually have any mirrors in the bedrooms, which is a very good point. So let's have a look at objects by function. We want... where are we? Is it going to be under decorations? Possibly. Yes, it is. Mirrors. There we go. So let's get some mirrors in the bed. Oh, these are quite big. Have we got like a wall mirror we can use? The Serenity. Maybe the red frame works there, actually, in this room. Oh, no. Let's click on the right one first. It's very high up, isn't it? Can we not get that further down? Does it have to go that high on the wall? It's very strange. This will probably... Oh, it does come in a red. That's better. Let's have that there. That's ideal. Does Steve necessarily need one in his room? I don't think that he does, but Might not be a bad idea to have one. Probably won't bother putting one in the room that was... Actually, let's just do it for the sake of completionism. Let's go ahead and put one in there. There we go. Have a mirror in every bedroom now. Yeah, Elise is really feeling grungy at this point. Let's flash those crazy eyes, but Elise, you really need to go and get in the shower. Well, at least you found that funny. And the radio's on again. How are you doing there, Steve? You still feeling tense? You want to go and take a bath? You might have to wait for Elise to get out. We're starting to get into the point now where we could probably do with having a second bathroom. At least if we do have an upstairs, we could have an upstairs bathroom. We may even have the room to build an ensuite or two, which could be quite useful. Natalie starts work in about an hour. Luckily, I think Natalie is quite green across the board at the moment. Her hygiene's dropping a little bit, but I don't think she's too bothered about that. Let's go and make silly faces in the mirror, which is what you want to go and do. Elise is feeling tired. That was a very quick shower. Right, what was all that about? Are you saying you can't get to it because the violin's in the way? Well, I didn't put the violin in the corner of the room to begin with. You did, so make silly faces. There you go. So she put the violin down and actually blocked her own path to the mirror, which was a little bit silly. Okay, that's some more aspirational points. Now, somebody has mentioned there's quite a few good things that you can spend these aspiration points on, actually. Somebody said the good ones were... Let's have a look. Which ones were they? There's probably some of the more expensive ones, to be honest. Not the steel bladder. There's one where you never have to go to sleep. It's probably... Yeah, never weary. Never weary Sims do not need to sleep. That'd be fantastic if we could get that on every single one of our Sims. But for 4,000 aspiration points, it's quite a lot. I don't think we've got anyone anywhere near that. You've got 980. Steve has got almost 1,200. We can't actually see what Amy's is currently. Natalie has only 280, but she's a new addition to the household, so we haven't really sort of played with her much. She's also in the wrong bed as well, which is kind of weird, but we'll allow her to carry on using that bed for now. I don't see any point in waking her up. Not an awful lot of point in you doing that, because you're going to be off to work in, like, 3 minutes' time. Come on, Steve, you need to level that skill up, dude. Right, Amy's brought home some money. Okay, Steve, go and vent. Go and complain. It's what you do. Natalie's off to work. And then you can have a shower. Ask about the day, do all the usual stuff. I thought Amy and Steve were already good friends. I thought they'd sorted that out in the last one. I don't remember. Steve wants to do push-ups from being energized. At least he's not tense anymore. Oh no, he is tense. The orange bar's still there. So, yeah, maybe we'll drop him in the bath and then he can finish reading his mixology book. Options. Options. What are our options? Give vigorous massage. What's the difference between a vigorous massage and a standard massage? When is Steve got to be? Steve's not going to be at work for 4 days, and Amy has just returned home. Maybe we could arrange a date for these two. That could be quite a useful thing. We haven't done that yet. Fair enough. Let us go ahead and ask on a date. She should accept because I think it's automatic. There we go. I thought you used to get the option of where to have the date. Yes, you do get the option of where to have the date. So we can actually pick where we're going to go. We can go to the bar. We can go to the lounge. We can even have the date in the house. But I think we'll actually go to the bar. Why not? Haven't been to the bar for a little while. And pretty much should work the same way as the dinner party did, where you have various little targets and things that you need to perform. And this should help to solidify their relationship. before we go ahead with spending all of our money on doing house conversions. And we still want Steve to try and level up in some of his skills. We will eventually get Natalie to go somewhere. Okay, so what have we got to do here? Flirt with your date while flirty. Well, he's not flirty yet, but they will get flirty. You need to sit and talk to the date. And need to socialise with the date 10 times. Not flirty yet. Let's go into the... Ooh, no, it's right click to turn, isn't it? Too difficult to move the camera around sometimes. Let's go ahead and order drinks. Let's have a flaming zesty salt. Okay, now what we can do is we can go and order... Same again. Let's hope we can go and get that done quite quickly. Speed things up a little bit. Probably not going to happen because they're just going to stand around and talk all day. Now, Amy's actually flirty at the moment, so if you actually flirt, does that count for her because it was Steve that asked out on the date? Yes, it counts. Brilliant. Okay, sit and talk. So, sit down together. Random person go away, because you're kind of like a third wheel at the moment. So, please sod off. There we go. No. Are we going to manage to sit together? No? Yes? Steve's... What? I'm confused. I'm very confused now. Amy, get up. Stop chatting. Amy, go and sit at one of these tables. Steve, go and sit at this table. Right, Amy's sat. Steve is chatting, which we don't want you to do. Go and sit. Okay, no, Amy, you need to sit. Sit. How difficult is that to do? This is one of the annoying things about The Sims. They never do what you want. Okay, sit and talk with your date. Okay, fine. Move into that chair. I don't care. That's fine. That counts. Joke with your date. We can do that. This should be relatively easy to do. Let's just queue up a few jokes. You can be enticing, because just why not? Where's Steve? You are going to brighten day, because we're still counting towards these socialisation things. Inside joke, and we're going to need inside joke again. So we still need to do the whole kiss passionately thing as well. And the main goal is very, very close right now. Looks like the dates are still going on. That should be... Oh, that's a chat. That's an inside joke. Just have the one more to do, I think. And then... blow a kiss. Whatever he's saying must be hilarious. And then we need to do the passionate kiss as well. Obviously, we don't need to do the joke sitting down. Although we have managed that. Brilliant. So we've got that one, and we've got the main goal. Need to have 2 deep conversations as well. This should be really, really easy to... Okay. I think everybody else saw that going on as well. Does that count? Yes, it does. And then we need to have 2 deep conversations. Is that under friendly? Deep conversation. And then we'll do the same with Steve. We will go friendly and lost it. Deep conversation. There we go. And that might be the last one, because I think we've already maxed out everything we can get on this date. And their relationship meter is almost right to the top, which is fantastic. Finally sorted out their problems. Amy is tired, but we can't do any better than that. So let's go ahead and end it early. Okay, so this was a legendary date. There's something special in your Sims household inventory to help you remember it. Well, we can't really do anything about that here, so we are going to be going home with both parties. So let's let both parties go home and speed things up a little. Everybody starts talking really quickly. We never got our drinks. A little bit of a shame. But we are back home, or at least we will be back home as soon as we finish with this loading screen. So at least we do get some of our Sims out of the house for a while. Would still be nice if we can get Steve's mixology skill up, because it would certainly help him get promoted. And every time we get promoted, we are going to make a fair bit of money, which would be good. Come on, loading screen. You can go faster than this. Still keep meaning to put this on the SSD, but haven't done it yet. There we go. Well, Amy's home. I don't know where Steve is. So, Amy, you are feeling all kinds of crap right now. You're feeling hungry. You've got no energy. Go and get yourself some food. At least you're still in the wrong bed. So I'm going to tell you to get in the right bed. Maybe she just likes the colour more. I don't know. I can understand that. But she's got no energy. She should be fine. Steve, what are you up to? You're going to have a drink. And then you're going to read your book again. Because you need to level your skill up. Because you still don't have level 3 mixology yet. Which is a little bit of a shame. Luckily, you can drink and read at the same time. So it's all good. Still wants to earn 1,000 simoleons. Which he hasn't done yet. Why is there a weird shadow walking across the floor there? Did anyone else see that? There was like a shadow just there. Is there a ghost or something? That was really weird. No, look, it's still there. There's a weird... Okay, I'm a little bit freaked out. Because the faucet was running as well. I didn't just imagine that, did I? Oh, and wow. And now Natalie has just magically appeared. That was weird. It must be just a bug in the way the game handles people being at work. Because that was just very strange. How are you feeling, Natalie? How are things with you? You're actually not too bad. I guess what we could do with Natalie right now, and this is probably a little bit weird, but... we could get on the old phone and we could go to travel. We'll go on our own. Mainly because Elise is still asleep. Okay, stop lollygagging. Get on your phone. While you still have some energy. Well, at least Amy's getting in the right bed. There's a start. And we're going to go to the lounge. And we're going to... there's the lounge right there. And we're going to attempt to get ourselves some tips from playing the guitar. We could do it through the comedy routines, but we already know that she's relatively good at playing the guitar. I've also just realised that she's forgot to bring her guitar along, which is potentially a problem. There may be a communal guitar there that she can use. If that's the case, it's fine. I'm not sure whether... I know the microphone is part of the community a lot, but I'm not sure whether or not the... Let's go in and have a look. Yes, there is a guitar there. You are going to go and play. And you're going to play the blues. And it doesn't really matter what you play. So, let's just get in and play. We come up the stairs. We're not bothered about the guy on the microphone. Now, are we going to make some money in tips is the question here. A little bit weird. You've got a guy here in the corner doing the comedy routine. You've got the music on loud. And then we are playing for... tips, hopefully. She's actually happy, which is good, from the music lover aspiration. She wants to buy a new guitar. That is something we can certainly look at doing as well. We'll do that in the next video. She wants to compliment someone. Hasn't earned any money in tips yet. Let's speed things up a little bit. Unfortunately, she'll probably get tired before she can do anything. Go ahead and play another song. I think she did make some money there, actually. Yes, she's made 6 simoleons in tips. Fantastic. Maybe she actually has to finish the song in order to do it. And of course, this does count as guitar practice, so technically she is actually leveling up in skill as she goes. Play another blues song. Let's just go through your repertoire. What are we up to now? Still only up to 6. That's a little bit of a shame. Haven't earned any additional money in tips that time around. Now, how are things going on there? Righteous Riffs. Making you happy? Come on, you need to keep going. Shame blues is all you can play. I think everybody's too busy watching this guy. I wish he'd go away. We might have to go somewhere else and continue this another time. We have leveled up though, which is fantastic. We can now play rock songs. Still haven't earned any additional money in tips, which is a bit of a shame. And she's starting to feel unhappy in some way, so it's a bit of a bladder need more than anything right now. Not sure how long this song is going to go on, but she's starting to feel a little bit grumpy. Right, that guy's now disappeared off, which is good. This gives us more of a potential for being able to get a tip or two. She's still got a serious bladder need. Everyone is walking away. We are going to play a rock song just because we can. And then that's probably all we're going to have to do before she gets to go home. Because she's certainly not feeling her best right now. And there's no one around to listen, so she's not actually getting tips from anyone. She did manage to get 6, but that's quite poor. When does she have to go back to work? 14 hours. So I think what she's going to do now is she's going to go home, and we'll probably take her to the park or somewhere where there are a lot more public people. Because right now, there aren't really enough people around to really pay an interest in what she's doing. But as this is about the 20-minute mark for this video, I shall say goodbye and allow her to do the P-waddle home. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying The Sims 4, and I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye for now.